Do you want to be able to afford the best players and open the best packs in FC24? Go to u7buy.com to buy your EAFC24 coins. It's more economic than buying FC points and just as reliable. They already offer some of the best prices out there, but you can get an additional 6% off using promo code Eli at checkout.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We got FUT Champ Tactics videos again. Another week, another FUT Champ Tactics. Let's get straight into it. This is the team I'm going to be using. Actually, I might use a different team. I might use my Evo team. I just used them right now for qualifiers. I literally just finished like an hour ago. I went 10-0 on that pretty easy, so I might use that team. Stay tuned till the end so I can show you guys that team. But let's go into the custom tactics. Almost everything is the same as last week. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna change it up too much right now. Just because these tactics are excellent. I got rank 1 last week. I'll probably get rank 1 again this week. The only thing I changed was this 4-2-3-1 instead of the 4-2-2-2. The reason why is because I need a little bit more stability playing up against everybody that's playing the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. So let me show you what I mean. A lot of people have been playing with this formation, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow or the 4-3-1-2. I take partial blame for it because I think that they took that idea from me because they have the long ball tactic with the flying fullbacks. And it's really hard to stop this formation. Like very difficult to stop this formation. And this formation, even though you only defend with 2 center backs, but if you have Van Dijk and Blanc or like Lucio or Maldini in the back and you try to hit him on that counter, it's very difficult. That's the one that gave me the loss last week. So I had to go and switch it to the 4-2-3-1 just because I know this formation like the back of my hand. I love this formation. It's my favorite formation in the game, honestly. I have the 2 CDMs. So I can play box-to-box CDMs right there. They can join in on the attack. I have a cam that can control everything, distribute everything, do through balls to Henry, to the wingers. Whatever I need to get done, this is my formation. Even if I play a weaker team like my Evo team, which I'll show you in a little bit, I play with this formation and I can still control games and win games. Pretty simple, because I love this formation. Now, if you guys don't like this formation, if you guys don't like the 4-2-3-1, because this is going to be my go-to formation this week, 4-2-3-1, and my attacking formation will be 4-3-2-1. I know I have them backwards, but you can kind of flip-flop them if you want. I just was too lazy to switch the tactics around, if I'm honest with you. My main formation will be 4-2-3-1. If you don't like the 4-2-3-1, then you can switch it for any of the formations I posted recently. You can I'll go over which ones. You can play this one, the 4-2-3-1 second variation, the 4-4 second variation. I think I have posted this one, or I posted this one. I posted this one, the 4-4-1-1. That one's really good actually. You can use that one. You can substitute it for, where is it? You can substitute it for the 4-3-3 fourth variation. I really like this formation a lot. It's a more attacking variation of the 4-2-3-1. So if you want to just be more aggressive, more attacking, then switch to this one. I'm gonna post this one tomorrow. That one's really good. Where is this one? Oh, you can use this one, either my Man City one or the Spurs tactics. This is really good too to join in on the attack. And I think that's about it. Any other formation you can switch to? No, just those. Any formation that has like a 3 midfielder or a 1 striker formation with wingers, you can switch to that one. Now my backup tactic, when I can't break my opponent down with the 4-2-3-1 and I need to be a little bit more aggressive or more creativity, I will switch to this formation, the 4-3-2-1. It's probably the best attacking formation in the game, just because you can defend in a 4-4-2 and you have this 3 midfield setup that is very hard to pass, especially when you have your right center mid joining on the attack and your left back joining on the attack, and then you have your right forward and your left forward on getting behind instructions, just literally running into the half spaces in between your opponent's center backs and right back, left backs, and it just terrorizes them. It's just one of my favorite formations in the game too. I know it's a very meta formation and I'm kind of anti-meta, but this formation is just so good, and the way I play a little bit different. But if you don't like this formation, then feel free to switch it to, I know I'm gonna be a little contradicting, but you can play the 4-1-2-1-2 second variation and the 4-3-1-2, the one that I posted recently. You can use that to replace this formation. The 4-2-2-2, 4-4-2, 4-4-2 second variation, the United or Invincible tactics I posted not that long ago. Both of those are really good. And what else? And honestly, you can go into the 5-2-1-2. That one's really good too. My 3-5-2 I posted a while ago. I'll probably make an updated one on that next week because I really like that formation too. And the 3-4-2-1. You can substitute it for any of those formations. Those will all be very, very good substitutes. Now, my defensive formation is a 5-2-2-1. I love this formation. It's my go-to formation to defend. It counterattacks, or not counterattacks, it counter-presses everybody when they're trying to press you, and it just confuses them. And I love it. So this is my go-to formation, 5-2-2-1. If you don't like it, then just go into my channel and just look up the 4-2-3-1 defensive variation. You can use that one too. And then my constant press formation is going to be 4-4-2 whenever I'm losing and I need to get back into the game. This is the best formation to press in. Not even a 4-2-4, because if you do a 4-2-4, where is it? If you go into a 4-2-4, the wingers are too high up, and then it leaves a lot of gap in between your left winger and your left back, for example, or your right winger and your right back, and then they can kind of just, if you play against a high level player, they're gonna play right there in the middle of those spaces, and they're just gonna pass the ball around, and there's nothing you can do about it. So with this, the 4-4-2, you won't give any space anywhere, and you can just press them everywhere, and it's just very frustrating. And I've used this plenty of times to get me back into the game and win games. But without further ado, let's get into the tactics. So 4-2-3-1 is going to be this formation right here. I tweaked a few things. I'm not going to go into too much detail. You can go back into my channel, look up the in-depth detail that I go over every single video, every single formation. I even show gameplay, all that good stuff. So anywho, balance, 37 width, 57 depth. This is old gen. If you're on new gen, 40 width, 60 depth. Leave it there. Don't touch it. Do not touch it. I know I'm a big advocate of the 71 depth and or the 72 depth, but not right now. Not whenever they're playing with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow or the 4-3-1-2 with the long ball tactic. It's just you're gonna get countered every single time. I apologize for making those tactics and frustrating everybody with those tactics. It is what it is. People request tactics. I'll make the best tactics I can make, and sometimes I get punished for it. So it is what it is. We're gonna have to play like this. New gen 40. Old gen 37-57. Just it'll get the job done. You won't get caught on the counter so much if you do that, trust me. Build to play balanced direct passing with 47, just so your right cam and your left cam can kind of tuck in, so you can do finesse shots or travelas. Players in the box only 6. You don't want to be too aggressive. This is your go-to formation. This is like your more balanced formation. You just want to control the game, more of a possession style based football. Corners and free kicks, you can do whatever you want. Instructions: goalie comes across the sweeper keeper. I started adding this on all my tactics for all my goalies, so just keep that in mind, just because of the whip cross meta that's going on right now. I'm sorry, I know the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow with the flying wingbacks, it kills you with the whip crosses. I'm sorry, guys. You got to do comes across the sweeper keeper to defend that. Both center backs stay back while attacking. Right back stay back, overlap. Stay back because you don't want to get caught on the counter. Overlap whenever they do go forward, they will kind of run around your cam. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Let me just kind of summarize everything. Left back will join in on the attack, so he'll be balanced overlap for those whip crosses because it helps out a lot. Both CDMs are cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, cover center on both of them. If you feel like this is too defensive and you want to make it more attacking, then do the opposite center mid that's covering the fullback that's attacking. So example, your left back, if your left back's attacking, then put your right center mid to join in on the attack, so you just put them on balance attack. Vice versa, if it's your right back attacking, then make your left center mid join in on the attack if you need an extra body to join in on the attack. Your cam is basic everything. Get into box or cross. Get into box or cross for that shadow striker type of deal. So if your striker moves out of position, this guy will fill in the void and score a few goals, especially if you have a high attacking work rate. It's very, very wonderful. It's beautiful, actually. You can score so many goals just because they run in behind this disguised run that your actual main striker does. So speaking of the main striker, stay central, get in behind. Right cam, come back on defense, get into box or cross, so you can defend in a 4-4-1-1, and get into box or cross because those cutbacks, because when in doubt, a cutback will get you out because this finishing is horrible in this game. Left cam, same thing, come back on defense, get into box or cross. Alright, next formation, 4-3-2-1. If I'm losing, I start off with my 4-2-3-1. If I'm losing, I go into this 4-3-2-1 as my comeback formation, as my more attacking variation. So it'll be this one right here, 4-3-2-1. I do make it defending a 4-4-2, so the left forward will drop deep to make a 4-4-2, and then your right center mid will become a right mid. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. This is a little bit more of my typical tactics. balance 37 width, depth 72. Now if you're on new gen, do 40 width or 45, up to you. 45 if you suck at cutbacks. Sorry, if you're good at pressing, 45. If you suck at cutbacks, then do 40. If you're on new gen, old gen, just leave 37. New gen depth, I recommend 71. Old gen 72. I know it's a little nerfed, but it still gets the job done. Now, if you don't like this defensive line, if it's too high up, if you're on new gen, 60. Old gen, 57. That's it. Everything else, leave it as is. The manual or the auto press on the new gen is still pretty good, so I recommend using it, especially when you want to get back into a formation. And for old gen, it just allows you to manually press even higher, and this is really good. Just trust me. Build up, play balance, direct passing, 47 width, same thing. Players in the box 6 and 1 and 1, same exact thing. You guys know what I'm talking about. Comes across the sweeper keeper on the goalie. Both center backs stay back while attacking. Right back stay back overlap. Left back balance overlap, so your left back can join in on the attack. For same exact thing, Travellas, or not, sorry, not Travellas, but whip crosses, just to add extra width into the attack. You know what I mean. If I'm going too fast, just slow down the video or pause it. It's kind of the same thing that I went over last week. Last week I went into more detail. I'm not trying to waste all you guys' time today. You know what I mean? Both center mids are on stay back while attacking, cover center. So it's your left center mid and your center mid, stay back while attacking, cover center. So whenever you do defend in a 4-4-2, they make up your two center mids right there. Your right center mid is balance everything, cover wing, just because they will be joining on the attack. And they'll act like a quote-unquote cam, but as a defensive shape, they'll be your right mid in a 4-4-2. So your left mid will be your left forward. So he's on get in behind, come back on defense, so defend in a 4-4-2. Get in behind just to piss your opponent off and make those runs into the half spaces and just push your opponent's defensive line back. Right forward, stay forward, get in behind. Same exact thing, same concept as a left forward, except not come back on defense. You need him to stay forward just because he'll be your outlet player and he'll be like the guy that you want to send through balls to, and you just want to terrorize your opponent on both sides. So you want to split open his left back and right back, and that way you're in a 1v1 situation with your striker and one of his center backs. And once you take him on with a little step over speed boost, or I don't know, a fake shot or something, then you're clear, you can score a few goals and you're happy. Main striker is stay central, that is it, so leave him as is. Defensive formation, when I want to shut off the game, I just want to win the game, I don't care what anybody says. This is my go-to formation, my defensive formation, my Leverkusen tactics, probably my pride and joy of this game so far of tactics that I made. I love this formation. It's really good defensively, and then you catch them on counters and you get to score goals and just make your opponent rage quit, because then they're trying to press you and you counter press them back, and they're like, what the heck, like what just happened, you know? Everything is as follows: pressure on heavy touch, 30 width, 44 depth, both consoles on this. If you don't like press on heavy touch, then you can switch it to balance, but I recommend doing press on heavy touch. Start off with this, and then if you don't like it, then you can switch to balance. But that's the whole purpose of this formation, to counter press. Build up, play slow build up, direct passing, just so you can hit on counters, and slow build up, it allows your players to kind of come to you, so you can do quick tiki-taka play, quick 1-2s to get out of a press, and then hit them on the counter. With 33, players in the box 7. This is the only other thing you can change. If you don't like players in the box at 7, you can drop it to 4. I just like to score and make my opponent rage quit. Maybe it's an ego thing, but I don't like to park the bus, so I do want to score a few goals and make them rage quit. Goalie comes across the sweeper keeper. All three center backs stay back while attacking. Right back join the attack overlap. So this is Jeremy Frimpong and Leverkusen. So he's always just terrorizing the right flank, just trying to get some goals, cutbacks, crosses, whatever he can do, just add on to the attack. Left back or left wing back balance attack overlap. So this is Grimaldo. He acts more like a left mid instead of like a winger. So he will give supportive runs, add some width to the attack, and just kind of give whip crosses or whatever he needs to do on the left side. Your more defensive minded CDM will be on the right side. Cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, cover center, and deep line playmaker. It's a lot. I'm not going to go into detail. Go check out my video on why and how this is one of the best tactics in the game. Left center mid is cut passing lanes, cover center, deep line playmaker, balance attack. So he'll be your box to box center mid, just joining on the attack. Your left cam is come back on defense, so you can defend in a 5-4-1. Get into box for cross for those cutbacks, and then free roam, just so he can kind of be creative. This is your Florian Wirtz. He can be creative, do some creative passes, quick 1-2s, whatever he needs to do. Think of like Mesut Ozil when he used to play for Arsenal, that type of player. Your right cam is come back on defense. That is it. So he can drop deep in the 5-4-1. And your striker is target player. That is it. Just so he can kind of come to you, do quick 1-2s, use them to get out of a press, and then abuse the wings, like do over the top through balls to the wings. And then 4-4-2. I am not gonna talk over these tactics too much. You can just pause the video and kind of copy everything. I do it every single week. This has been my go-to formation to shut off a game or to get back into a game. This is the only thing I need to change to get back into the game. It works, and if it works, if it's not broken, don't fix it. So it's been my go-to tactic. I'm gonna leave it as is. I use this a lot whenever I'm like in minute 75, honestly, and I'm losing like by 1 or 2 goals, and I need to get back into the game. That gives me like 15 minutes to kind of press them, get into their face, score a few goals, and then I can switch to another formation. And that's what's been working for me very, very well lately. A lot. I've only had to use it a few times every weekend league, but when I do use it, it does work. So yeah, those are the custom tactics and instructions I'm going to be using this weekend. Now, if you guys want to see the team I'm going to be using, then give me a few seconds. Let me show you the team. I don't think I'm going to use this team. I'm probably going to sell Henry. I don't know if I should sell him. I spent like almost 3 mil on him, and I don't even know what he's worth now. But I don't really care, just because he's one of my favorite players. But I kind of wanted to try something different, so I've been using this team. This is what I use on qualifiers and what I was using on the higher divisions. Just trying to Evo up some of my players. I'm basically using like 80% of Evo players besides Ian Wright, because I needed some chemistry for Akpom, and Havertz because I don't have a good enough left back yet until I do Pep's Legacy. But yeah, this is my Evo team. So 5-star Trossard. He has played 171 games, 91 goals, 48 assists. He's playing as Cam. Blackstenius is amazing. 40 games, 57 goals, 23 assists. Amazing. I'm not going to go into too much detail over everything. But this is my Evo team. This is probably what I'm going to be using. I'm not sure. I am not sure. Let me know down below if I should make a challenge and just play full foot champs with my Evo team and then record it. Let me know if you guys even stayed this far. But I will catch you guys on the next one. Hit that like and hit that subscribe button, because then I know that you guys appreciate these tactics and they've helped you out. But I'll see you later. Peace.